My name's Jon Clayton, I'm a personal trainer, and for the last 3 years I've been running Kettlercise here at Clifton College Sports Centre. Kettlercise is a 1 hour non-stop workout using one, sometimes even two of these. It doesn't matter what your age is or what fitness level you're at. I don't believe that there's anything else out there that can burn as many calories or change your body shape like Kettlercise can. Over the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be doing everything I can to change these 3 people's lives forever. Kirsty Fluke, she's 18 years old, 4'11" and 155 pounds.
I want to be fit. I want to, look like my friends. I want to just change my whole lifestyle.
Jeremy Flynn, he's 30, 5'10" and weighs in at 228 pounds.
It's always been up and down, but it's kind of steadily declining each time in a down. And I think if I don't get a sort of a foothold soon, then I'm just going to be one of those old massive boys. I don't want that.
Dave Sedgwick, 29 years old, 6'2", 191 pounds.
I wouldn't say I'm overweight or anything, but just enough to kind of notice it and go, actually, this is probably the biggest I've ever been, and it's just not that great.
I've calculated safe weight loss targets for them each to meet with throughout the course of the programme. They have each been given a diet which removes all junk food, sweets and alcohol from their lifestyles. Over the next 12 weeks, they will work out with me for 4 sessions every week, and once by themselves. That's 3 Kettlercise classes, 1 personal training session and 1 hour of cardio designed for maximum body transformation. Every passing second is another chance to turn it all around. Fitness is a lifestyle, not a destination. It's my job to get them back on track, lean, fit and healthy, with a positive mental attitude.
I've never been athletic or sporty. Classic bad at PE kind of kid. But never massively out of shape, just never in good shape, if that makes sense. But no, I've always been into sport, just not particularly good at it, and then just consistently worse as I get older and out of shape, and it sort of makes it even harder.
I used to do lots of sports, swimming, tennis, netball and lots of clubs, really good. And I was really good and I was really fit and healthy. And then in year 8 I just stopped. My focus was on other things like choir and things, and then that's just when I started putting on weight, and then I could never get back into it.
I've been pretty sporty all throughout my my life, and then I had that 6 months off just through injury. I had tendinitis in my right knee, had a lot of physio on it. Put on not a considerable amount of weight, but nearly touching 14 stone. It's the heaviest I've ever been. Like my girlfriend said when I first met you, you were in much better shape, which that's motivation in itself.
All my friends were really fit and healthy, and then I wasn't. It was kind of quite sad because I felt I couldn't do certain things that they could do, and I wanted to go out of them, but I thought I wouldn't have a good time.
It's just stupid things there's loads of stag do's at the moment, and normally some of them involve some sort of sport because that's what we're all into, and we have a game of football or whatever, and a game of cricket, and it'd be nice to not just be going, do that for a minute, but I know that I'm going to be blowing and that I'm going to not be able to get involved as much, or it's just a bit depressing really. In 12 weeks I want to have made a really good starting point, I want to have made a big difference, but also sort of have enough to take forward with me and not be right, 12 weeks, well done, wasn't that an endurance? Give yourself a pat on the back. You can probably take the summer off and get into your old habits again.
I definitely said to Mum and Dad that when I finish I want to go back and do tennis, and I really want to get good at it again, and like go into competitions and things and see how far I get.
One of the main reasons, obviously, of doing it for me personally is try and get a set of abs, and say at least once in my lifetime, hopefully before my 30th birthday, that I had a decent set of abs hiding under the shirt. But yeah, ultimately it's a lifestyle change. It's for the long term, not short term.
I'm going to be a different person completely. I'm going to really go at life and do all the things I missed out on.
Classes are brilliant. Everyone loves it. You know, everyone's getting into it, and he's, you know, gets you really like fired up for it. And to get me up for it as well is quite the ask.
We have like a 15-minute warm up, and then that warm up is the worst thing ever. And he says like 15 minutes later, "Okay, we're gonna start in 5 minutes." I'm thinking, what do you mean start? This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
The ones with the kettlebell are actually, they're the ones that I find alright, weirdly. You know, they're hard, but they're achievable. The ones I really struggle with are any of the ones where you're essentially at some point in the press-up position. You know, I got a bad combination of low upper body strength and being heavy. Oh, the planking as well. It's such a horrible feeling. It's like when I do it and I go, oh, this isn't too bad. And then he goes, no, like lower and like this and your feet there. And then you go, oh, that feels horrible. And then he's just there going, hold it. And you're like, oh, yeah, it can't. Your whole body just feels like it just wants to not be doing that anymore.
It's so difficult, and everyone laughs. Like my housemates are buggers for laughing at me, going, "Oh, kettles, it's like cheerleading, you know, what are you on about, doing your kettles like this?" And then Adam came along and agreed with me and said how tough it was.
I'm feeling pretty rough, to be honest. My legs are killing me. John's helping me all the way, but I've had my few emotional breakdowns during this week.
So it's 6:15 in the morning on day 3 of the Kettlercise 12-week challenge. Just got out of bed, can barely stretch my legs or even sit down to put my socks on. Got my first PT session at 7 AM. I've got no food for breakfast, so it will just have to be a protein shake. I don't really know what I'll sign myself up for.
Keep going, Chris. Keep going. Don't give up. 30 seconds. Everybody's got 30 seconds. The rest after. He's great. He's great at what he does. You know, he is motivated. He is, he's a force, and he's hard on you as well. You know, he doesn't pull any punches, which you need really well. I need definitely. Just keep going. 30 seconds. Nothing.
He's not as hard as some trainers, and he's really personable, and you don't want to let him down, because it's all too easy just to hold back and go, I cancel the training session or not go to kettles this week. But really, you know, once you're there, he gets you revved up, and you do want to just smash it for an hour.
Keep going. Stop. Keep going. You've got 1 minute 20 left.
He pushes me a lot, and sometimes I don't want to be pushed that much, but I know he's doing it for the best. He won't let me stop, he won't let me give in. 17, 18, 2 more.
Every time you stop and have a break, you think, oh, he's not going to be looking, and he's right there. Well, you won't even know it. He's just there going, come on, Davo, you can do this, or like do another 20 seconds with me or something. And it is really useful, because that's the point in time where you're going, ooh, you know, I can have a little break.
The one that annoys me the most is when he says, so I'll be doing something and I think that I can't do any of them, so it'll be late on and there'll be some sort of burpee or something, and he says, come on, just do 10. Right, just 10. Come on, 10's the magic number. He needs to start aiming lower, like just do 5, just do 2.
On the Wednesday morning, I couldn't get out of bed. I was aching so much and I couldn't sleep all night. I was just in so much pain.
It's a constant, I can't, I won't, I'm not. And at the end of week 1, she almost had...
She wanted to quit.
Yeah, like a meltdown.
I went to the pub with my brother and he said to me, Kirsty, you can't give in. He said, this is what you do, you just give in all the time.
And at the end of the day, she had to think about it very carefully, and she did. And then she had to push herself even that one step further just to go back the next day, which is extremely hard for her.
Yeah, but it was her decision to go back. It wasn't ours.
Yeah.
And then he said, give it 1 more week. Next week, if you don't want to do it, then give in. And this week, I don't want to give in. I've had an amazing week.
Okay, Davo. So this week we wanted you to lose £2. All right. So we're going for 13 stone £7. Okay. Off you go. Wow. He's lost £8 in a week.
We had our weigh-in last night after the advanced session, which was surprising, as I managed to lose £8. My target was £2, so massively chuffed with that.
Jezza, you're next, mate. Again, this is just the first week, alright? And it's not just about weight. So you weighed, mate, on the 26th, so a week ago today, 16 stone 4, okay? So we want you to be 16 stone £1 today, okay? Off you go. Awesome. So you're 16 stone, so you've lost £4. So that's perfect. You lost £1 more than you were supposed to. Awesome. Yeah, well done.
So £4 off, which I'm pleased with. Obviously we had Dave's big 8-pounder, which was like, whoa, and amazing for him, like really, really pleased for him. But like, yeah, it sort of made you go after, it's like £4 off and you're like, it seems like, at the time it was like, that's not as good. And because I've got loads more to lose than him as well, so it's like, it's sort of, yeah.
Okay, Kirst, you're 11 stone £1. We want you to lose £3 this week. Okay. So, Kirst, well done. You've lost £1. Alright, well done.
So our first weigh-in was this week, today, and I lost £1. Not a lot, but it's something, and you know, that's more than last week, so that's really good.
I'm really, really sick of chicken and fish and vegetables.
Welcome, boys and girls. This is where it's all going to change. We're going to bring in something called Black Wednesday.
To be honest with you, it makes you feel like just chucking it in. What the man?
Fingers crossed we make the weight. As St. John twice a day might be a bit too much.
Have you ever seen a smile that big?
I'm excited, I'm ready, let's do it.